When we work on sales, I want you to truly consider the fact that desire is the driver. It is the driver. When you want that bad enough, you can't focus on anything else. So when you ask the right questions, you get somebody wanting it bad enough, then they want it when? Now. They want it now. And when you do a great job of desire, that's what drives the sale. So what are some questions that I would suggest? So first of all, there's pain and pleasure. Many of you go immediately into, so I want you to think about the future. Don't future pace yet. You need to double down on pain in terms of, so right now, Alice, you're at 165 pounds. Tell me what you feel like when you get out of bed in the morning and you're heading to the shower and you see yourself in the mirror. And it could be something as simple as, I feel frumpy. Explain to me what frumpy means to you. Describe it and follow the thread. What's your energy level like? And then you start talking about the kids. So describe to me what happens when your kids see you. What do you think they're thinking? Then you future pace. Now I want you to imagine it's March 31st, you're hopping on the plane, and now you've got 3 bathing suits that you're bringing with you to the resort. Tell me how you feel. Explain to me what it feels like when you go to that clothing rack that you have in your closet and you're taking those clothes that you're never going to wear again and you're going to give it away to Goodwill. Explain to me what that feels like. Those feel-based questions are what drive desire. When desire is high, people buy. Then, when you get the desire piece done, you temperature check. There's 2 temperature checks that we will do during a buying conversation. There's one at the end of discovery, where it's the urgency question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how important and urgent is it for you to be able to drop this 30 pounds, get ready for your trip, and also become the best version of yourself so your daughters know what it's like to be a very strong woman? On a scale of 1 to 10. Notice what I'm doing? I'm doing the math. It's logic. I've asked a question based on emotion, and now she's going to justify it with logic. And if she says, well, it's a 10, the answer is, awesome, Alice, it's a 10. Just clarify for me, what makes it a 10 for you? She will explain what makes it a 10, and she's selling herself on what makes it a 10. If it's 7, 8, or 9, then you go, okay, that's a great number, Alice. I'm just curious, what's missing for us to be able to make this a 10? And then she might say something like, well, I need to know what the price is. It's like, Alice, I can appreciate that you're looking for the price. As long as this fits your budget, where would you be knowing that this fits your budget based on the fact that you really want to do this? Where would you be right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, if it fits my budget, then I'm a 10. Awesome. What makes it a 10? And then you get her to talk because she's going to sell herself. If you look at the buying conversation roadmap, there's temperature check number 1, and you ask, how important and urgent is it to you? Then you transition. When she says it's a 10, and here's the reasons why, then you go, the great news is, Alice, we've worked with so many people just like you, and just for fun, enthusiastically, just for fun, I got to show you this. And then you show a testimonial. And best is to show a video testimonial because most people don't want to be pushy. And the great thing is when I'm on a Zoom call, I just go and I put up a testimonial and I let it play for 45 seconds. And it's, Joe and the SOS Dojo are the best things in sliced bread. I've been able to take my closing rate from a 15% over to 80%. I've increased my prices. You got to join. And I come back and I go, do you want to know how Rusty did this? Yes. Okay, let me show you. Then I pitch. And my pitch is I've earned the right to present my solution. Then before I show the price, you'll see it's temperature check number 2. And I'm going over all the features, again, the unique mechanisms. I go over the unique mechanism. A unique mechanism in the SOS Dojo is we use live IT. Live it. You get to live interactive training. You live it so that you get better and you practice. You put in the reps. You get SOS. It's the sales objection system. It's an elegant 2-step system. And then you AIME. We've got our AIME process of discovery, which is alignment, inspire, motivation, and empowerment so that you can close more sales and keep your clients in the program longer. That's our unique mechanisms. Does that all make sense? Yes or yes? So then before I go into price, I go, so I'm just curious, Fran, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how confident are you that working together, we're going to be able to help you drop your 30 pounds, get ready for your trip, achieve the goals so that you can be the best version of yourself and show your daughters that you're going to be the best mom ever? On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you sit? 7. You're a 7. So here's what's interesting. So if it's a 7, I'd say, well, interesting, it's a 7. I'm curious, what makes it a 7 and what can we do to get it up to a 9 or a 10? And then you're going to be able to tell me what's missing. And I'm pre-objection handling now. So go ahead.
I've never been able to stick to anything.
Okay, I've never been able to stick to anything. How am I going to know I'm going to stick with it? So you know what? You're not alone in that journey. And what makes our program really interesting is that we understand people just like you. As a matter of fact, you remind me of, and then you pull up a testimonial. The transition will generally help eliminate that objection. However, It's okay. And then you show the testimonial. So now, knowing that we can help you stick with it because of our specific accountability system, you told me that you're a 7. Where would that put you now on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.
A 9. So my question to you, Fran, is 9 the new 10?
It's close enough.
Because some people, they'll never give you a 10. Some people, it's part of their culture. I never give a 10. And then if there's an opportunity, then I go, okay, so we're at a 9. What's missing for us to be able to make it a 10? And we pre-objection handle there before we go on. So again, whatever the problem is, if I can solve the problem, like some people say, well, I don't have a lot of time to work out. So if Fran is playing the role of Alice right now, I would say, so Fran, you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't have a lot of time. You've got 3 kids that you have to take care of, and you want to make sure that you're in the best shape of your life by the 31st. Because let's face it, you're going out with the girls and you want to have a good time. So if there was a way for us to be able to ensure that in the least amount of time possible, you got the greatest results and you're going to be in the shape of your life, where would that put you on a scale of 1 to 10 now? And all I've done is I've pre-objection handled. And this is critical thinking skills. Then when you get them to a 10, or it's, I don't do anything more than a 9, so 9 is therefore the new 10. Awesome. Are you interested in finding out what the investment is? And then you show your price, okay? Most people will pitch, and they'll pitch, and they'll pitch, and they'll pitch too soon. You have to earn the right to present. Because oftentimes, I want to lose weight. And then what ends up happening, especially in the world of high ticket, is you're moving too quickly to the pitch. Don't pitch too soon. Guys, you're better off taking your time. And you're going to run into objections. It's okay. That's what the SOS is about. You overcome objections like a pro. And then the question right now is the factors to get this objectionless sale, this recap, is this. Are you ready to commit to practice the way that you love? That's my question to you. Are you ready to commit to practice the way that you aim? Yes or yes? Thank you. Okay? Because remember, guys, it's not your agenda. It's theirs. It's theirs. How to win friends and influence people. Seek to understand. Ask what-based questions. Get rid of why. Tell me, explain to me, describe to me. Take notes. Show you care. Write out cards to people. Show you care. You got to listen and label the emotion. So again, I've talked about this before. You need a valid environment where you can play and make mistakes, quality reps, timely feedback so you get course corrections, and deliberate practice. Because ultimately, I want you guys all to do this without thinking. You learn it, you do it, you get to a point where you become a teacher in AIME. You become a teacher in SOS. Because there's a variety of different martial arts in the world. Well, there's a variety of different ways to sell. Did you guys have fun today? Yes or yes? Did you guys have fun today? Yes or yes? Stand up and give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.